Howdy, children. Can you guys see my sponsor, Dr. Pecker? Sure you can. Drink them if you got them. Are we working? Are we up? Are we going? Somebody give me a head nod.
Yeah, please say hello in the chat if we're actually doing anything right. I'm sorry for seeing all the little dirty tricks behind the background there because I wasn't pressing the right buttons to hide it all while I was trying to sort stuff out. But yeah, maybe tell you what, maybe we should put this up for me. Where's he gone? Yeah, let's put that. Here we go. Here we go. Hello, that's me. That's me. So yeah, hopefully it's going to carry on working from here on in. Sorry for about the false start. Well, weird shit. Okay, but anyway, over to you.
Hey, look. Oh, where'd he go? Where did my little? Yeah, there's my little dumb motherfucker.
Hey, Duncan.
If you guys can see that,
highlighting.
That's right. Yeah, over here we got the dumb motherfucker. That is the logo that will be on a bunch of merch coming up. So look for him. He's got teeth like Duncan's. Damn British won't brush. Say hi, Ed.
Hi, Ed.
Okay, we have the trio here. Folks, I want to let you know I found out today that I'm going through puberty. I know. I got to look forward to zits and wet dreams. Nice dreams, but wet dreams. They're coming up. All right. Everybody says we're on and we're up. Way to go, Duncan. Okay, so this is Know Your Gear. Is that right? This is the Know Your Gear show.
Yeah, that didn't work out too well for us, did it?
I gotta go shave. I'm gonna go shave my head. I gotta look like Phil. Oh, then I gotta take care of the beard too. What do you guys think? I put the beard on top of my head, put this stuff down on the chin. I would look fancy. So what's up, y'all? You guys tell me what the hell's up. Hi, guys. I can see clearly, pal. See, I can see by your face. What about by my face? Hello from Washington. Is that George? Hope you all good. Everybody's good. Hip, hip, hooray, puberty. They did hear about the puberty. You want to see my first pube? I've got it in a little box over here. Nope, it just blew away. Sorry about that. Anyway, so today I want to show you guys something. Everybody and their flippin' dog, you know, like the cookie cutter channels that we're always talking about, they're all doing which guitar, Ed?
Silver Sky.
Yeah, the Silver Sky guitar. Guess what? They never sent me one. Nobody sends me shit. Well, they send me shit, but yeah, Dr. Groovy's not big enough to get any free shit. Okay, so I want you guys to know that it's not actually much of an original idea. There was a time and a place for 1 year that Paul Reed Smith, the PRS stuff, actually made their own Strat way before all this started. So if you guys don't remember these, they made them red, white, and blue, and then the Budweiser version. And you got a set neck on them. It's a beautiful thing. I thought I'd break this out for you. I've got 3 out of the 4 colors. I refuse to own the white one, even though the white one's my favorite. It's got a mother of tortoise shell pickguard on the thing. But yeah, it's like a guitar that actually has 3 single coil pickups and actually sounds like a Strat, but is a PRS guitar. It's not a ripoff. It's a beautiful thing. And probably stays in tune better than any flipping guitar that I have, intonation wise. And that's all you get as far as the bridge. Nothing's adjustable except for back and forth, but that's it. It's set. It's good to go no matter what gauge strings you put on. You will find, just for fun and so forth, I'll answer this question for anybody who's ever had it. If you have 7 gauge strings on your guitar and you have your intonation set one way, and then you put 15 gauge strings on your guitar, that's right. You leave the intonation where it's at. It's not going to change on you. So just like the old Tonewood thing, that's a myth as well. So go figure. And the other guitar I broke out for today, I'm going to be breaking out a couple every week just to have a little something to yak about, is if they're going to make a Stratocaster, this is the way to make it. You pay all that money for a good looking finish like that. Why cover it up with a piece of fucking plastic? Isn't that awesome? Freaking groovy. Still got all the plastic everywhere else, but just beautiful. 1 master volume, 1 master tone. So you actually have a tone for your bridge pickup. Ah, amazing, huh? So you guys are talking about the guitars that make sense. That one actually kind of makes a little bit of sense. See, it says that long hair, longer the better. I've heard that. But I'm a white guy. Let's see, who else? Who's talking to me here, Sir Ed? You got anybody on the...
Not at the moment.
Okay, Wet Dreams is a good name for a YouTube channel. Yes, it is. Ooh, that gets me thinking. Now, you guys, I don't know if I told these guys. I know I told Ed. But I was actually thinking of, did I mention the YouTube channel I wanted to start up? Sir Ed, about the, where people do the, what do you call that when they sit there and check out all the music and they all do the same flipping thing?
Reaction
videos. Did I talk about that?
Yeah, you're gonna tell everybody they sucked.
Yeah, just want to do a reaction channel. Just your music sucks.
Okay, I do have a question here.
Okay, give me a question.
Cecil Music, what's your thoughts on putting your trem springs on an angle? Any real benefit in your opinion?
None. The only thing that makes that do is actually stretches them out, makes it tighter feeling. So if your springs are loosey-goosey, that can help out. But that's the only thing that it does.
The only time that I know that actually works is if you're only using 2 springs.
2 springs, exactly.
If you're using 3, that middle spring, that tension is not the same tension as the other 2 springs. So it's either doing nothing, probably doing nothing, or it's doing too much. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I've seen people actually do 1 down the middle, and then from that same middle one, go to a corner, and from that same middle one again, go to another corner. So they got 3 springs riding on 1 poor little piece of bent up aluminum, you know. That can't be good. Now, what would be interesting, and I actually talked about this to Will Gelvin, is taking a pickup, dun, 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 like say the middle one here, and turning it upside down. Actually install it upside down. I know a lot of people hate the middle pickup in a Strat. It gets in their way. And if you take that and you turn it upside down, mount it way down in there, it would actually pick up the springs making noise back there if you turn that pickup on, so you could have like a natural reverb tank going on. I'm going to try it. So that way you could actually have a tunable reverb depending on which way you run your springs. So that could be cool. I've actually thought about doing it for a long time, and by God, now it's time. Well, Duncan, what the hell you doing? I see all the little dumb motherfucker guys, and what do you got after that? I'm looking at emojis, kids. What are your emojis, Duncan?
That's the Bentacaster, the Distortacaster.
Oh, it is. It's that pink thing behind me. The pink thing over there. Okay, where'd you get that? I need to get all these little emojis from you.
Well,
I can.
You become a channel member.
Become a channel member. How do I do that?
Well, I think you're automatically become a channel member, being the owner of the channel. But if you want to become a member of the channel and get all the perks that you will get as a channel member, click the join button that's just below the window. Please join. There are several perk levels, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, you got the dumb motherfucker level. You got the
questions coming in here. When are you gonna? Medicine Man wants to know when you're gonna start selling some of your guitars. They're all ready for sale.
Some are already for sale
on his website.
Yeah, I've got first ones that going up for sale is a custom shop gold metal flake Strat Ultra. So it's got 4 lay sensors in it. And if you can see right there, it's a Kramer 605 ST. It's got a Floyd Rose, stays in tune like a son of a bitch. The bridge humbucker splits off into single coils, and so coil split and all that. So that one's going out. That'll be $600 on that one. Amazing guitar. So you guys want to throw back to the 80s. It's a 605 ST is the model on it. I do have one that's already been claimed for when I do list it. It's called Giles, Giles. Somebody called and claimed it a few days ago. I just haven't answered them yet. But yeah, it's starting up. And on my website, there is a page on there where you go to where it says more, because it starts off with acoustic guitar lessons, blah, blah, blah. Then the drop down menu says my current instruments, and that will show you every last thing that I own, guitar wise and ukulele wise, and so forth and so forth. And I will start putting actual prices on the ones that are going to be getting out of here and affording me to go move into a studio apartment. Can you imagine me in a studio apartment? That would be so weird.
We got to address
What, is there a spy in the room?
Physics question here. It's not a question, it's a statement. Casey Lee says if you're using 3 strings, and I think he means springs, and the outside 2 are at an angle, it'll put your G and B string sharp. Study physics, people. Study physics. This is
a spring is a spring.
This is a physical impossibility.
Yep.
That it would put the G and B string sharp because the springs are angled. That
can't happen.
It can?
Cannot.
Cannot. No. Unless there's something really screwy with your bridge shifting on the post or the screws or something.
That's true. If you actually
move it forward or back, but
yeah, if you set it up and if you change the springs, do what you're going to do, and then actually set the trim up afterwards, then nothing will move and nothing will screw up on you. So let's see. I can't tell where they're at. Oh, they're all 3 straight. Oh, I hate that noise. You guys can hear that. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the G string. Then you quit playing and it keeps on ringing. What that is the distance between your nut and your G string tuner right there. It's this way on all strats. That's because it doesn't have a second string tree. As soon as you put your finger over top of the G string, now I take my finger off.
Yep. Tink, tink, tink.
Yep.
But
so Reverend actually makes, I got it on my pink paisley axe, a string tree thing that actually covers up 3 strings. So it covers your G up, but it doesn't cover your D. So it's wild. It covers 3 strings just for that reason. Somebody actually was smart enough to go ahead and say, hey, let's fix this.
I always take that string tree off, though.
You do?
Yeah, because I'm a whammy guy, and to me, it's a friction point. And
it is a friction point, yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice to have real roller trees up there.
I'm going to let you field this question all on your own. AB asks, what would a neck pickup sound like in the bridge position on a single humbucker guitar?
What would the neck sound like on the bridge position? It depends if it was specifically made for the neck, because they are different ohms, and of course the neck position is generally not as hot as the bridge position, because in the neck position, that's where you have all the big wide strings are wavering the most, and you have the most volume happening right here. That's where all the strings are going back and forth real quick, and you need a lot hotter pickup back here in the bridge because the strings do 0 movement. So that's why you have one really hot and one not. But I do have a guitar here. It's a Washburn one that's over there, and I do have exactly that going on, and it sounds like hell. It sounded like hell as a Washburn to begin with, or a Washburn of that era. But yeah, it was supposedly by the specs voiced to be in the position it was in. And just like with the Seymour Duncans, you got the hot rails and cool rails. I'm going by something I actually have and I deal with. So you would not want to trade positions with them. Anthony, why do you hate Seymour Duncan himself? Oh, it's not Seymour Duncan I hate. It's Paul Reed Smith I hate. Seymour Duncan, I just
very strong word.
Yeah, hate's a strong. No, not with Paul Reed Smith. It's not. Well, he's just a dumb motherfucker. How's that? He's a total Tonewood guy, and how does he prove Tonewood? By making a marimba. Okay, if you guys know what a marimba is,
it's a drum, isn't it?
Oh, it's like a xylophone, but with wood blocks.
No, there you go. Yeah, okay, yeah.
So he takes wood of different thicknesses and different lengths, puts the marimba thing together and taps on them. Bing, 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 bing. He goes, see, each of them make different tones. And that's where 100% where he gets his whole idea from, is tapping on them when they're different sizes and different lengths.
Now, I used to remember as a kid stretching elastic bands over a tissue box to make a guitar. And strangely enough, those different elastic bands gave different tones. So maybe there's something in it. Tone rubber. There's something in it. I'm going to sell it.
I think we should. Yeah, we can market. If you guys on the chats all want to be part of the tone rubber, I think we can sell that to Gibson.
Well, I think we can sell it to Durex. You may not be good in bed, but you'll sound good.
Yeah, so we'll have Trojan tone rubbers. Oh, man. I'm all about it. I'm not a whammy guy. Hardtail all the way. I saw there's a new signature Strat out that somebody just put out that is a hardtail. Too bad I'm not fond of all the specs on it, but if I could find a hardtail somewhere that I liked, I'd grab it right away. People are always saying, well, they don't play right when there's a hardtail. It's like, that's like saying a telly don't play right. Does it play different when you deck a bridge on a Strat, when you totally deck it down to the body, or if you have a hardtail? No. So anybody who has decked their system know it's not less spongy or all these things.
No, you just can't use your whammy bar.
Yeah, that's it. It feels and acts exactly like a hardtail. Are Epiphone Strats from the 90s decent? Okay, now, and the name was Freebird.
Epiphone Strata
from the 1990s. Okay, let me know. There was what is called because I know there was two different ones. One has what's called a bat wing headstock, which throws back to their 60s ones. It comes up here, it goes in, comes back out, goes back in, kind of a weird thing. And then they have one that has an Explorer headstock and just says EPI on the headstock, just Epi. So let me know which you're talking about.
What was that double cutaway Epiphone that you liked?
The Coronet.
That's it. The one that's like a almost like an SG.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm hearing.
Here it's hearing Duncan message me.
Okay, I got you.
Sorry, I can't mute my computer.
A guy made a cement guitarist on YouTube. I saw that. He went to prove that there was no such thing as the Tonewood thing as well. And let me get my screen back up on the thing here. And I did the test with those there, the 3 acrylic guitars, even the acrylic necks and fingerboards.
That one looks broken.
It is. No, I'm teasing. Those are actually holes routed out in the back to try to lighten the load a little bit. So it's been cut away to try to look like a spider web.
They are heavy.
Oh, man.
What do you think of plucking a guitar?
Well, before we go any further, Ed, I just wanted to point it out that I did build a guitar out of cardboard and cardboard, and I stood on the neck. I put it on blocks and stood across on the neck. So
you put it between 2 chairs.
Yeah, blocked it up, stood on it, so it can work. Carbon fiber.
Oh, yes.
What do you think of plucking a guitar?
Oh, definitely. If you got a Gibson, then go for it, because they're well, I guess any guitar can benefit from it. I was just going to give a dig to Gibson since the quality control is what it is.
I had my opinion of it, and I thought it was kind of gimmicky, but I don't know.
I'm going to try to. I won't be able to see my screen when I do this, but here's me as a little kid. I'll let one of you two tell me if you can see it. Can you see this?
And he's plucking on a guitar.
Yes. Okay, that's the Epiphone Coronet, 1964.
Those are still like desirable as hell.
Oh yeah, big time. I paid $75 for that.
Yep.
And down here is my 1961 Les Paul. So those are my first 2 guitars.
Mr. Mike says you were a cool kid. How does he know that from a picture?
Oh, hell. That's easy. Let's
I thought you
see.
were a little ADHD little mother humper.
Well, hell, let's see. Look at the guitar I was playing. I'm the one with the bullseye shirt. You can see the guitar I was playing country with.
Explorer.
Yeah. There's the T40 bass.
Scott Grove was the Ted Nugent of country music.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I was a distorting son of a bitch.
I call him Turd Nugent.
Oh, just quick story. Not that I know I'm making y'all sick. Here we are outside in McAllister, Oklahoma with that big Peavey cabinet. We took that just about another block down the street and pushed it over a cliff. It worked fine. We just needed the room underneath the bus. But yeah, I was still wearing my Vans, checkered ones and blah, blah, blah. I just happened to locate a whole bunch of old pictures. I need to go through and share those with you guys. We'll do a whole memory lane. Not that anybody'd want to see it, but tell some old stories and just show some old pictures. Let's see. I hear Duncan again. Is he mailing me?
Wasn't
No.
me.
That was me telling.
Oh, that was you?
Ignore the dings.
I have all these dinglings in my ear. Oh, that didn't sound right. You guys ever had ear sex?
What?
Ear sex.
They heard you coming?
No. No, there was I can't remember. I think it was on Family Guy, wasn't it, guys? You guys out there that are dingleberries. Tone is in the hands. I got a thing about that. If you're serious about it. I think it was on Family Guy.
Serious about that.
I'll tell you where tone comes from in a second. Yeah, it was on Family Guy. So they couldn't have regular sex because of whatever reason. I guess it was sex ed at high school said.
Because they were cartoons?
That could be. But they said they started having sex in the ear and that wouldn't give them STD. So they started having ear sex. And they said, which prompted the saying, once you go black, you go deaf. You had to be there. Baby Grove. Oh, yeah, I was 13 in that one picture with the Epiphone and the Gibson. Okay, somebody wants to know about tone being in the hands. Was that a legit question?
Yeah.
Well, tone is what you make of it. Tone, number one, is a knob on your guitar that says tone. That's tone. If you turn it down, you're going to have bad tone. Turn it all the way off, and it kind of sucks. Then on your amplifier, you've got mid-range and bass and treble. That's tone. So tone comes from your guitar. Tone comes from your amplifier. Tone comes from your pedals. Tone comes from where you play at on the guitar, whether it's back by the bridge or up by the neck. And combination of all that, and you have tone. That's about it. So yeah, your fingers do figure in to the equation, yes. And what your pickups are. How's that? Everything except for the wood has something to do with your tone.
Mr. Mike says, what if you have fingers made of concrete?
Oh, yeah, we done discussed concrete. Has no effect on tone. We talked about the concrete guitars. So I would imagine concrete fingers, same thing applies. Mr.
Just
Mike
hard
also says pickle, pickle, pickle. What the hell is that?
Just hard to move, that's all.
Oh, here's the Gittler guitars, all aluminum ones. There's no wood. You know those thingies. They look like a flipping spaceship. A skeleton, yes. Says they have their own YouTube channel now. Let's see.
They do.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Medicine Man says, is Merle Haggard Tough Dog Telecaster worth buying? Amazing guitar if you can get it for a good price. I picked mine up for $6,500. I don't know what they go for now, but I thought it was worth it personally. I know it's a lot of money to spend on a guitar, but if that's going to be something that you actually, well, whether you have it around or whether you just play it, and either way, it's worth the money. It's just a superb guitar, and you got 4 positions on there, which is nice on your switch. And Dr. Groovy, what was your favorite van to tour? I'm thinking about buying one. Oh, an actual van or a bus? We're looking down here. Hey, DKG wrote. I don't know what he wrote.
No, someone's commented, Mad Toast commented, boot scooting boogie. I said,
boogie.
I said, we will if he misbehaves.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I think we've blown up every van I've ever been in when it comes down to an actual van. I can tell you to never get a trailer that only has one axle. Always go tandem, because you'll be popping leaf springs like crazy. I guarantee you that. God, per trip, I can't tell you how many leaf springs broke just carrying minimal gear. Not a good thing. On a bus, we did one time, I don't know how it happened, but the ball broke off on the back of the bus. It was an old 1958. It was the one in that picture, actually. 58 GMC 4104 with the 670 Detroit diesel engine in it. Does that make any sense to anybody? Anyway, the ball broke off the back there that was holding the trailer on right up against that rear pusher engine in there that was getting really hot. But the trailer actually started passing us. No lie. Just like in the flip movies. Trailer was passing us and it parked. It did not flip. It parked on the edge of the fucking road.
Thank heaven.
I know. I couldn't believe it. It was just amazing. We were just watching it go, and I know this is the end of the flipping tour thing. It's like, no, it just kind of parked there. We went and had the ball re-welded and put the trailer back on, and it was that simple.
4SRV says, what do you think of neck illusions years later? Did they affect playing or tone? I don't know what that means.
Oh, I do. I love them. I love them. I haven't taken any off of any of my guitars.
What is it?
I'll show you. Da-da-da-da. If you can still hear me back here. Da-da-da. They are fretboard decals.
Oh, those.
They cover
The dot.
every single one of your frets. There you go. So even these up here, the brown ones that look like rosewood, those are actually decals as well. I'm showing the shiny on them.
And they don't wear out?
No.
And I can find these where?
Neckillusions.com.
All right.
Yeah, just look up neck illusions or just look up neck decals and it'll come up. I've got them on all my ukuleles, my classical guitars, on probably about 10 of my regular guitars, and can't beat them, man. They even offer solid colors, because I like my white one that's right here.
Yep.
It has that white painted fingerboard on there, but it has no fret markers. They have it in every single color possible without fret markers, if you want them that way. So I have a Ibanez bass white one, and I went ahead and did the rosewood fingerboard white. So it's amazing. So yeah, I love them. Wouldn't trade them for the world, and all the ones I have them on. Just, I mean, that guitar looks fucking thick, I think. And I've changed every single thing on it. And my horsies are pretty, man. I dig it. I should start playing that.
Wonder if I can get one with ducks.
What?
Wonder if I can get one with ducks.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. They're floating on the water like in a bathtub.
There's somebody asked a question where you can get a Waylon Jennings. Oh yeah, Medicine Man. Where can you get a Waylon Jennings leather crafted Telecaster? Dr.
I saw one just yesterday. You can either buy theirs or they will make them for you. It's here in Vegas. I'll have to pull that up, and
for a mere $9,999.
no, it's only $250. $250 for the whole cover.
Oh, I meant the whole guitar.
Put it on your telly. Yes, $250.
I meant the whole guitar.
Oh, the whole guitar. He was wanting like $600 for the whole guitar, which was a Squire. But he sells the things, and it's got the Waylon logo, you know, the big bird there on the back.
When I was a kid, a guy that I learned a lot from over the years had an original Hagstrom Swede.
Yes.
And I believe it had a leather thing that snapped to the back of the guitar to protect it from your belt buckle.
Yes, great big. I know somebody had the great big circle on the back.
Yeah.
Looked like a drum head, but made out of leather. Yep, keep it from your belt buckle smashing into it. I do have a leather on my, it's not in the picture. There's a guitar back there.
Actually, the reason he said that was because if you took that off.
Oh, Billy Bob, he says it was beat up.
If you took that leather thing off and it hit the belt buckle, the microphonic pickups picked up that boing through the amplifier.
Oh, really? So that was on the Swede?
Yeah. It was a hollow body.
Yeah, Billy Bob says that Waylon's axe was all beat to shit underneath there. I never saw what's underneath either one of them. I think Keith Urban ended up with one of them.
You can get Keith Urban acoustic guitars rather cheaply.
And his wife, from what I understand.
Oh, man. Who did he marry? I forgot.
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, she was used to short guys. She had Tom Cruise first.
Who is the one that was married to Billy Joel? Christy Brinkley?
Yeah. Yeah, she held up well. He's kicking himself now for that. Yeah. He still looks like 30.
Hey, 97 people in watching, 101 watching, 50 thumbs up. Come on, folks. Show the love.
Oh, we can make it rain.
Spread the algorithm.
Let's see some super chats.
There you go, Duncan. Let's see. Yeah, we do need some thumbs up in here. Got everybody in here, and yeah, you got to put a thumbs up at least while you're sticking around. It's like an offset SG. What are we talking about down here?
That's a Viper thing. Who made that? Guild made an offset FG.
Yes, they did. SG stands for Scott Grove.
Scott Grove.
Yep. See, why is the beard so long? I was going to try out for the ZZ top position, and they put me at the ZZ bottom of the list the way I play bass.
The beard is so long because hair grows.
Yes, it does. That's actually to try to cover up a triple chin.
Eventually, it'll cover up a belly button.
It's going to have to, as long as it covers up my belly. Yeah, so with being 5'10" and 240 pounds, you end up with at least 3 chins. I have more chins than a Chinese phone book. Knight Rider says, lose the beard. You look better without it. I'm awful fucking pretty. I can't dismiss that. I'm a pretty some bitch. Somebody asked, Dr. Groovy, were you being honest about making a Kickstarter for your own guitar brand? I would love to. I don't know that anybody out there would go that way since nobody knows who the fuck I am. And you might end up with a Fender scrotum scratcher guitar, but wouldn't be Fender, but weird names like that, but see if I can get away with it. But I would love to do it. I think everything that I stuck out there would make sense. And yes, I'd put out guitars with dumbfucker pickups in it just for the people who like those.
Marty McStrav, $5. Hi, Scott. Been watching your channel for years. Now, want to say a big thanks. Do you have all your Paul Stanley signature guitars?
I wish I had my Paul Stanley signature guitars. I sold each and every one of them as soon as they came out with the latest run of about 10 of them. So they dropped like 10 all in one time. And that included the purple cracked mirror thing, which I love, a rhinestone thing, and the PS10, a PS120, a PS500, a PS. It's like, as soon as they did that shit, it's like, okay, I'm out. And I sold every Kiss axe I have. And I know people have heard this already, but yes, the Ace Frehley Les Paul, one of 300 of them, the headstock broke when I shipped it, and they gave me 10 grand for it and didn't want a single penny back, and they kept the guitar and they were happy. And I was so happy that it broke. But yeah, I don't have the things.
Marty McStrav, thank you so much for your support. You know, you guys, if you keep on supporting us, it's only going to get better and be less shitty hiccups along the way. Thank you very much.
Did somebody become a member?
Hiccups.
No, you read out the super chat.
Dave Escobar wants to know if you've still got the black and white striped Jackson.
Oh, I wish I did. That
I
actually went.
Showed that last week.
Let's see. I've got a few Charvel. Do I have any? I know I've got like 10 Jackson necks here, but I don't have the Jackson guitars. I do have Charvels and so forth around. I got that. Is that what you're thinking of, Sir Edward?
No, you showed a Charvel, but it wasn't striped.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that one actually went to a famous person. And I'm not supposed to say for some damn reason. What's up with those people? I've got a bass here that belonged to somebody, and I had to give 10 grand for the damn thing, but I agreed to not say who I got it from. That's not going to help during resale, is it?
You can tell that guy.
I can do after I have the money, I can, I guess, but that doesn't help you sell it. So.
J Dubs, Scott, have you tried the Very Cap instrument cables by Undertone? By the way, you should move here to Mississippi Gulf Coast area and get the hell out of the desert.
I am in the fucking desert.
But
the tumbling tumbleweed.
Where Las Vegas is.
Do what?
But the desert is where Las Vegas is.
Yes, it's a shithole, Las Vegas. What do they call that? The entertainment capital of the world, and I couldn't get a job there if I paid to play. It's kind of like Nashville, they got the best entertainers and pickers in the world, but they can't find a flipping job. And every one of them there, if they're 12 or 40, they can outplay you. Everybody's always better than you, and they don't have a job. Okay, what was the thing?
52 guitar pickers in Nashville.
Yeah. What was the one about the guitar cables?
Have you tried the Very Cap instrument cable by Undertone?
No. What's the deal with the cap?
Don't know.
Let's hear about it. the Pilot. Mr. Mike, is that just something out there?
James Sanders, no,
Does he
you are
talk-
not muted.
Oh, Mr. James. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you in here. He has a pair. Last week we were talking about Mighty Mite pickups. Somebody was talking about them, and they came out of my Axe guitar, which is right there, and he has them. So, Sir James, yeah, he ended up with a Gene Simmons Axe bass, and he has more Kiss shit than I do.
Is that a Court guitar?
What's that? That one?
The Axe.
That one is, yes. Yeah. Yeah, I sold all the quote unquote real stuff. The Kramers. They made
Oh, those were Kramer.
Yeah, the Kramers, they only made 25 of the guitars and 175 of the basses, even though everything was numbered up to 1,000. Kramer and Gene Simmons parted ways before the whole run were done, so Gene started having somebody else make them, and let's put it this way, the people who make that that over there, that's who ended up making all the ones that people are wondering about that went to Spencer's that were supposedly made by Gene Simmons Incorporated. Yes, it was Court. So the ones you're paying the huge money for were Court. Somebody's talking about the Pilot. Is that the Guild? Mr. Mike is talking about it. Can you see that, Sir Ed?
He just says, no, the Pilot is an old model. Do you have any Guild, Scott? Of the fretless bass, the Pilot. Okay,
Oh,
yeah, they're talking about the Pilot bass.
We were just talking about that, weren't we?
Today, yeah, my friend
You and I.
loves them. My buddy loves them. Can you explain, RJC72, can you explain why you don't like humbucker pickups and you do like Elixir polyweb strings? Are the nano web elixirs worth the price?
Oh, yeah. Anything by Elixir is definitely worth it, period. Unless you're a person who takes their, I'll do it on this string, on this guitar. I know it's got strings from a different manufacturer on it. If you're a person who does this, you don't want elixirs.
You'll scrape the coating off.
Yeah. But otherwise, yeah, they stay. For me, who kills strings, I used to have to change strings the whole set after every single set. So I would play 6 sets a night back in Indiana, 6 nights a week, sometimes 7 nights a week. So I would use 6 sets of strings every night. And with the elixirs, and that was just sweat. I mean, just acidic sweat that would actually rust the regular Ernie balls. And I can get playing gigs hard, sweating like crazy. I can get a few months out of the elixirs. No problem. They won't break on me. I've never broken a string in over 30 years.
J Dub says the vari cap cables are variable capacitance on an instrument cable, changes tonal characteristics.
And it does change the tone. Okay, now you got to ask yourself, what does it change it to, and why would you want it changed?
Yeah, because Detroit Records says I already have a tone pot on my guitar that I don't use. It don't need one on the cable.
Yeah, that's odd.
Hey, different strokes. I mean,
Yeah,
some
that is.
stuff is gimmicky. The guitar business is very gimmicky.
Well, that's the way it was with monster cables and all origami and all this garbage that came out. It's like, oh,
Sounds like a tone sucker.
tone
Baron
sucker.
Guitars, what's up with mediocre people on Tubi? Shoop doo doo wah, you be to be. I'll forever sing it that way now, Baron. You.
Yeah, careful. We don't want a copyright claim.
I'll tell you, yeah. Shoot doobie doo blow a doobie. Now sing it like that from now on, Ed.
Yeah. Everyone's named Dave wants to know, what do you think of a Floyd Rose on a Les Paul?
Why not? Yeah, put it on there. I'm serious. Put it on it. It's a sturdy enough guitar, unless you do the headstock thing. And
I think you'd have to make a hole.
oh, they make some with them already installed. So
well, Kaler made a flush mount tremolo that was for the Les Paul.
Yeah, the only cables I use are these South Creek audio cables. It's the only thing I use. I got them, my entire sound system wired with them. Everything I own, South Creek audio. Don't matter whether it's guitar cords, any cords, speaker cables, mic cables. God, you can get 30-foot cables for $10, and just because they're cheap don't mean they suck. A good cable is a good cable, no matter what you pay for it. And I've been going a long ass time with these things, giving them hell, and zero problems.
Here's a trick question from Mind Control 67 guitar.
Lay it on me.
Do you like the old Peavey solid state amp from the early 80s? Oh, this is a tricky one.
Yes. Love them. Every one of them. Every last one of them.
Detroit Records says, whatever inspires you to play, get it. I'm inspired by Red Shoes.
Yeah. Yeah, put it this way, the original, and all of them actually, but the original line of the specials and the bandits and the renowns and all that crap that came out in solid state versions were just so flippin' loud and had great tone. That's why they were on every flipping stage there was in the world there for 10 years until people decided they wanted to just have this kind of thing going on where you're having tube wars instead of Tonewood wars. It's like you got to have tubes in order to be cool. Do you guys at all remember when Takamine they actually put in their preamp on their acoustics, they put a tube inside the flipping guitar right next to where you put the battery?
Wow.
Now talk about a gimmick. Yeah, a tube preamp inside of an acoustic guitar. There's something there. I've seen them inside pedals, overdrive pedals and stuff like that. They cram them in there.
AB's got another trick question.
Okay.
Dr. Groovy, who are your favorite guitarists, and are there any modern day guitarists you dig? I know you like Yngwie Malmsteen's your hero.
No. Not taking anything away from him. He's let's see, the people I would like, I doubt anybody knows of. Steve Travato is my biggest inspiration. If anybody knows who he is. Anybody, Steve Travato. Nobody, right? Nobody.
You told me about him, but my brain's mush and I forget already.
Okay. And what was the other one? Oh, about modern day players? Probably the new Trucks kid. Derek. Have to give it to him.
I like Billy Strings.
I keep hearing about that kid, and I haven't checked him out. I saw a video the other day of him, and I did not turn up the volume. I didn't realize who it was till it was like over, and it had his name on there. But like,
I was inspired by a guy who played for Marty Robbins called Grady Martin. That was a Texas swing guitar player. He's the guy that did all the shit in El Paso.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Oh, that Scott is asking, Steve Travato. Yeah, exactly the way you have it with the T in your parentheses. That's the way you spell it. There's somebody that actually knows Travato. Amazing. Who's this? Haywood. I'm just here for the latest about Tonewood. Well, let me tell you. I will tell you. Let's see. Dum, da, da, dum. Where are those guitars, Ed? Dun, 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 dun. Hey, there's a microphone.
What guitars?
See, which way does my finger have to go? Not that way, this way. Okay, so that white telly and this blue telly. Oh, my fingers aren't going the right way. I'm supposed to be looking at a different thing, I think. Anyway, that white guitar and the blue one behind it are both James Burton signature model tellies, and they are basswood and phenomenal. So there's your Tonewood war. Super expensive. They're about $3,000 now, and that guitar of mine right there that I went and had custom made, which ended up being my favorite ass guitar, is oddly enough, I chose this. It is basswood with a maple top. Reason being because basswood is very soft and it dents really easy, but I wanted the hard maple on the top so I wouldn't get any dents in that damn thing. Figured if I was going to pay to have something custom made, and it's going to have to be my favorite guitar for a long time, I'm not going to make it heavy, and I'm not going to make it real dentable. Is dentable a word? It is today.
Dentable, yeah.
If you're a dentist, I suppose.
Dentable.
just a word on the Tonewood thing. No, it's never going to go away. In the same way as people will still believe in the Loch Ness monster without any evidence.
Oh, dude, I saw a chick wearing a shirt and it had Bigfoot riding on the back of the Loch Ness monster.
There you go.
They do it on Saturdays.
Mr. Mike asks, what's the one that looks like stretched out piece of bubble gum? Go look at last week's stream and you'll learn all about it.
Oh, I did. I brought that down for half the damn show, huh? That thing. And again, there it is. By God, I pointed right to it. Look at that. Who made that thing?
Eastman.
Clint Eastwood.
Clint.
Oh, Clint Eastwood.
Clint somebody. That was made over in the UK. That's called a bent marvel. Kind of like my penis. Same color, and it's bent, and it's a marvel.
Anybody that wants to show their appreciation, do it with a super chat.
Oh, we haven't got to make it rain, have we? Did I miss it? If you made it rain?
Only the once. We could do a few more. Come on. Bastards. We know you're filthy rich, all you musicians.
Where's the I'm a dumb motherfucker monster? He usually comes out from over there. There he is. That's the dumb motherfucker monster, folks. He will. Oh, he's eating my beard. Ain't it weird?
You guys have waited years for Dr. Groovy to do this.
So, yeah.
Show the love.
So, the dumb motherfucker monster, he will be on the merchandise. So I hope you love him.
Who on YouTube has given you thousands and thousands of hours of quality entertainment and knowledge?
Nigel.
For free.
Nigel. Mr. Mike, I used to do 5 gigs a week to live. I hear you there, and I still wasn't living. I feel your pain, dude. were you doing those 5 and 6 set gigs?
Man, I don't even like to do 4 sets anymore. 3 at the most. And the way we're going now, I think we're going to trim it to 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Fan of the Wild says, "Hi, Scott. Love your channel. What are your thoughts on the little orange tiny Terror amps?" And I know what you're going to say. You're going to go, "The what?"
I am actually familiar with them. I have 0 quarrels with them at all. I've actually played 1. That's all it takes. So I would recommend it. I have when you plug that thing into an actual speaker cabinet, it is a terror.
Yeah.
It actually just takes off and sounds amazing. Little speaker and that sumbitch don't do it any justice like it does when you slam it into a couple of 12s at least, and you're set up to gig if you throw it in like a 212 cabinet and plug it in there. You're off to the races.
I had a little solid state orange crush in it.
Yeah.
It blew the speaker. It was a 20 watt. It blew the speaker out.
Yeah, it happens in those amps. They don't put, I don't know why, but they don't put speakers in there that can handle what the amp puts out.
Oh, you've got this question before. Everyone's named Dave. Scott, your opinion on the Spark amps, the positive grid?
The Spark amps, I've seen them a million times on all the channels, but never played it myself. So all the new stuff, I don't pay attention to unless I'm watching something with Philip McKnight or something like that. That's where I get all my information on new gear. He's the only channel basically that I can stomach. So the other ones I just can't get along with. I just know who's getting free gear for saying nice things about bad gear. And Phil, he's usually real straight up over there. Know your gear. He actually knows his gear, and he'll give you a straight up review and tell you what's what. So he's the guy to trust, if you ask me, on new gear. My expertise would be anything from the mid 60s up till the end of the 90s. So
the death of rock and roll, up to the death of country music and rock and roll.
Exactly. And when everything went to total shit. So when rap started, I just quit caring.
Tell us about your disco career, Dr. Groovy.
I did have a disco career. I still have one if I choose to do so, if they're serious about it. I've actually got my disco ball sitting out probably about 30 feet from me.
You showed that in a video before, I think.
Yeah, I do mobile DJ work. So yeah, I have to do this and lead the YMCA and the whole 9 yards. So
Michael Bishop asks, Dr. Groovy, have you ever met Jeff Frazier from the time you spent in Indianapolis?
Jeff Frazier.
He played at the Grove a lot, I guess.
That's what we were talking about. I played at the Grove a lot in Beech Grove, Indiana. Jeff Frazier. What the hell's he playing? Who'd he play for? You have to let me know that. The main band I played out there with, for the most part, was called Southwind. For the young man asking.
Here's a common sense question from Billy Bob Hammer. Is there a homemade way to rip the guts out of an existing case and make a case for another guitar? Well, if you're an upholstery guy or somewhat of a carpenter, I think you could accomplish that. Or if your wife is handy with a needle and thread.
Yeah, you could definitely get her done that way.
And styrofoam.
Yeah, sponge and material, some nice towels.
Super glue or Gorilla Glue.
Yeah. If you're going to do it homemade, yeah, there's any way to do it homemade. No worries.
Duct tape.
Duct tape. See, I carry a lot of my guitars. They're in flight cases. So, like anvil cases would just foam in them, you know, so you just
I
cut
think
out on the guitar.
Mr. Mike is trolling. He says he uses Peavey spiders.
Here's my top tip. If you want to make an exactly fitting case for your guitar, you know that insulation foam that comes in a can that comes out all foamy.
Yeah.
All you got to do is like
expanding.
Yeah, just spray that shit into your guitar case, then throw the guitar in, and then close it. It will fit perfectly.
It'll never come out, but it'll fit perfectly.
Well, that was never part of the question, was it?
Was not. See, Peavey, the spider. I'm trying to think of the spiders.
Yeah, that's line 6 of the spider.
Yeah, but they have the Black Widow,
Blue Marvel,
and the Scorpion, and
Black Widow. That's what he's talking about. The spider, Black Widow.
it says they are so light though, but they're a heavy ass speaker.
Oh yeah, but see, Peavey was the ones that invented the replacing the basket.
Yeah, the basket in the field.
Speaker.
Yeah, you could just change them right there at the gig. Blow a speaker, put a new basket in it, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I always carried a trunk full of baskets around with me. Right.
Billy Bob says he can't afford the flight case, so the foam sounds like a great idea. Yeah, that's definitely the way to go. Cut out what you don't need or put in what you do need. And again, yeah, just stitch it. As far as those Peavey Black Widow speakers go, for anybody who doesn't know, and I know I'm going to get a laugh from Duncan real quick, but they changed them at one point so that the actual cones were, this is a quote from Peavey, Kevlar impregnated.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I bet she wasn't happy.
That's true. So yeah, the shit they make bulletproof vests out of, they actually wove into the cardboard or the paper cone of the speaker at the cost of a little bit of tone. So tone paper, tone Kevlar, to try to keep those from busting out of their flipping selves. So yeah, you could shoot at the speakers and they'd be okay, but yeah, in order to try to not to blow a speaker, they actually infuse them with Kevlar. So how well that works, I don't know. I've never blown one that were that way, but
that's what I was going to ask you. Did it work? Yeah.
I've never. I hate saying blown one. I've never blown one.
Yeah. Never admit to things of that live.
The only thing I've ever blown are like really cheap speakers. I've never blown a good speaker. Of course, blowing speakers isn't my thing, but
blowing speakers, huh?
Somebody told me I blew a steel once, and I said, "Leave my sex life out of this."
That's right.
It was just frost on your mustache.
Where the hell else can you guys come to a channel like this?
Well, Baron says we need more Make It Rain, and the questions should be on the screen, or at least comments that are subject or pertaining to. We've got that set up, but it's not working for me. Duncan can make it work, but it's not working for me. It shows on my computer that it's doing it, and it doesn't show up in the stream, so I don't know what's up.
Nah, you're using the wrong link.
No, but at least
right stat.
Our stream is actually staying going this time. It's a beautiful thing. We haven't fallen off the airwaves. Are we still halfway clear?
Oh, the stream's healthy, still going strong.
Wow, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought somebody said something about spongy boobs. It said SpongeBob square nuts. That's Mr. Mike again. He's on one.
Spongy Boobs. That was a great band from the 70s. I love those girls.
Spongy Boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were English, weren't they?
Great girls.
Kevlar speakers versus hemp speakers. Well, I'd blow some of those. Okay, so who likes to smoke crack? I guess nobody. Okay. Just go to any other guitar live chat and see who dares ask that. Who likes to blow a penis? Go to a chat and find that out. Scott Grove is a dumb motherfucker.
I'll only blow a penis if it's severely deflated.
I'm trying to get away with all the shit that nobody else will do on the channel.
AB says, I've seen some guitarded company that gets the finish checking by putting the necks and bodies in a chest freezer for a couple of weeks. Wouldn't this be bad for it? Other than just being totally stupid?
Stupid.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, well, shit. It depends on if it's poly or if it's that horrible shit. What's that horrible stuff called?
Nitro?
Nitro, yeah, nitro. That stuff sucks balls. Don't let anybody talk you in the nitro. That's just a way to get your guitar to look like shit and look 80 years old in a matter of 5 years. That's the only thing that it does. But yeah, wood and finish of any kind will expand and contract at different rates under extreme temperatures. So yeah, they would crack and do all that kind of junk. So that's a given.
Carl Karsnark asks, Scotty, random question. Does anyone make Telly bridge pickups with white/cream bobbins?
I know.
Everything looks good and sounds good on my end.
Groovy. There was a company, and there still is a company. I can't remember the name of the company. I know that does you no good. But nope. No, it's a company much like this company that makes the fingerboard decals. They make decals strictly for the bobbins. So if you want, I like totally despise that too. I've got Telly over there. It's got, and I know his plight. Okay, that white guitar there, even though it looks like a Strat, is half Telly, and you can see it's got 2 white pickups up here, and then the bridge is a black one. I would like that white, so I might as well go ahead and order me a white cover for it. It's not actually a cover, but it's just strictly a decal. And I tell you, if you want to do it yourself, you can actually do it with the white electrical tape. And for the pole pieces that stick up, you just use a paper hole punch.
Just drop them out and spray them, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, go outside and spray paint it.
Yeah.
You could. It's not going to hurt nothing.
No. It
wouldn't hurt a damn thing. But yeah, that's always drove me nuts, and why nobody has ever came up with just a flipping cover or just a white flipping Telly pickup, for God's sake, since 1948 actually. I couldn't tell you then. But yeah, I do know that they make them in every possible color in order to put them on a Telly pickup, because other people have the same visual problem that you have and that I have. Can't stand that thing.
Carl Karsnark, we just answered that question. Could you paint it? Yes.
Yeah, just make sure you don't paint the wires, the wrappings. Yeah, just totally tape up the sides of it, but don't get the tape on the windings either.
Would it matter?
Funny how the DiMarzio has the double cream trademark. Do they? Somebody actually answer me that.
Don't know.
They're, now that you say it, they're the only ones I know of that I've seen it with. He says, yeah. Let me see. Let me go get one of my dumb fucker guitars. You kids can keep them company. Keep them company, don't you?
Oh shit! Sing a song. No, not do that because that will get copyright claim. Tell a joke.
If you would like to get your question answered honestly and promptly, do it with a super chat.
And
ask your question.
And big question marks.
And no matter how absurd.
So no double creams here.
Them's a zebra straps.
Zebra. Isn't that how they say it on the other side down there in Australia? They say zebra.
Stripey horse.
But we have.
Is that an EVH guitar?
This is the Dillian.
Oh, I asked you about those a couple weeks ago.
Yep. Want to know if I had any?
But that was the one I was thinking of. It was the ones that have like the indentation on the bottom of the guitar, like it's funny shaped down there. There was a turquoise one, a seafoam one.
It's all funny shaped down there, is it? At the end of each one of these things, I end up having all my guitars off the rack. I got to go around and pick up guitars for like 10 minutes after I get done with the live chat.
And just to let you know, every guitar you make Scott touch, his OCD makes him clean it.
Oh, man. Talk about that. Look at my damn hands. Look at my hands.
And we know how he cleans guitars.
Look at that.
I
my
use the
skin's falling off. That's actually a condition.
To clean them.
You do what with your garden hose?
Clean my guitars.
Hey, Detroit Records getting out of here. He says, good night, fellers.
See you later, Detroit. Thanks for stopping by.
I've known that guy for like 10 years, I think.
You've known of me for that long.
This is true. We've recently became lovers.
Oh, it's so good.
It is so good, isn't
it? You know, I'm probably one of the few guys that never got in a fight with you.
That's probably true.
There's time yet.
Yeah, there is time. We'll see what happens. But
Scott sent me a message one time, said, "Hey Ed, if you ever want me to come and play with your band, just let me know." And I flipped out and I ran in and I grabbed Linda and I showed it to her and she said, "I think he's pulling your leg."
Hey, we got questions. Scott, your thoughts on the new Fender Acoustasonics? They are amazing. And
a lot of guys hate them.
Really?
They played one so much heat.
And they got the flipping it looks like a lace sensor in there, one.
And they got the piezo and then they got the pickup.
The pickup thing, and yeah, I have zero problem with. I know the Strat one and the Tele one are both
got a Jazz
different.
Master one now too.
They got a what? Jazz Master one?
Master one, yeah.
I'll show you the coolest version. Now I got to get another guitar. Here's the coolest Fender acoustic ever. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, how about that one, kids?
See, that's the original version of the Strat acoustic that wasn't made with a fiberglass back.
Right. And this thing is a solid body. That's just a fake hole.
That's actually a decent guitar. The ones that came from China are terrible.
Yeah, this is awesome. Made in Japan.
They don't make that anymore, do they?
Oh, no. The last one of these I sold, I got $2,600 out of.
Why do they always discontinue the things we like?
Exactly. That's why I should actually put out some guitars and actually take the best of everything that's ever been and re-release the good shit, but put it all, not everything in one guitar because nobody likes the same thing, but bring back the good ideas.
Medicine Man wants to know if you still do your one-on-one Dr. Groovy Skype lessons.
I can.
He can.
If anybody's interested, there's a
this
email
is
address in there for those.
This is also one of the things we're trying to build with channel members. If you join a certain channel member level, you'll be able to get into maybe like group lessons with a bunch of people. If you all watch his lessons, you'll be on a certain level, and you will have like a stream like this, but a special one-on-one session. Or 1 on 5, 6, or 7 people.
It's called the lesson orgy.
Yeah.
But check out channel membership because that will be coming very, very soon.
Oh, Haywood. Hey Woody, you dome. Is that what it is? Hey Woody, you do me? Maybe. It says who's on top. Want to talk about Ed and I being boyfriend and boyfriend. You want to be on top, Ed, or me?
We haven't sorted that out yet, but when we do, they'll be the first to know.
It'll be a toss of the 50, I guess. Anybody got a $50 bill? We'll figure this out right now. No, I'm not begging for a super chat.
No, yeah, that's me and Duncan's job.
Oh, that's your job, just so I don't look greedy.
Come on, guys. Put some super chats in there. We can see Dr. Groovy is getting some loving and support from you guys. So far, I've seen very, very little. So far, we've only seen $5 tonight. That's a pretty poor performance. I mean, really, would you go to a gig and just like put like 5 cents into a tip jar? Honestly, God, you cheapskates, you motherfuckers.
The graffiti yellow Strat Plus, I think, is for sale, and he's already got a price tag on it.
Let's see. Are we talking that one?
Or are we talking about the gold one?
And the gold one is right there. There's a yellow one with a matching headstock. That will go, as will the orange one next to
he'll
it.
Sell you the graffiti yellow Strat if you just hook up with him and give him the right amount of money. It's yours.
Yeah, they're all shown with nice pictures and everything, all on my website, groovymusiclessons.com.
Is that in the description? Yes, it is.
Every flipping guitar on here is on that site, and how you can get a hold of me.
It's actually in the description, Mark. There's a link. The very first link is to groovymusiclessons.com.
And if you want to write to me, my direct email is underneath every lesson I've ever made. It's actually, do you have it on here, Duncan? It was here.
And the link to my channel is right under that. Click on that too.
Oh, your email, we can put that up right now.
Well, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the same place. That's the same place where they can send PayPal payments as well, if they want to support my if they don't want to support the GoFundMe page or the whatever that other one was called.
Have you decided on a Patreon page yet, Scott?
Oh, have I decided on that one? No, I have not.
Okay.
I know everybody does it, and I'm going to be talking to Duncan to see which route is the best way to go between the two that we're looking at. So
everybody's doing it.
Picking their nose and chewing it. Good to see you, Nathan Jones. Hey, good to see you right back at you. Once again, I'm a pecker, she's a pecker. Wouldn't you like to pee, Mom pecker too? Eat a pecker, eat a giant pecker. And you guys are watching this. What the fuck is wrong with you? Everybody clears out. You hear the door slam and big echo.
Yeah, they're only here because church is closed.
Well, did you guys go to fucking church today?
you had 100 watching and 100 likes, and it dropped to 98 watching with 100 likes. So
oh, that reminds me, you crazy silly bastards. I don't know if it's anybody in here, but last week I went and reposted, I don't know, 70, 80, 90, 100 videos or something that I had posted way back when, like in 2010 and 2011 and 12, all the way up to 2015. I think I reposted all just the lessons all in a row so that there wouldn't be guitar reviews scattered about and so forth, that I would, put up all the lessons right next to each other. And you know what that did for me, you guys? It actually had 251, this is as of this morning, 251 people unsubscribe. How's that for a weird turn of events? You go make it really easy for them to find the actual lessons, since it's called Groovy Music Lessons and not Groovy Guitar Show 'em off stuff. And you put the lessons there and they all jump ship. Okay, explain that.
Those are people that are not actively watching your channel. And they, for one reason or another, just don't watch anymore. And then they saw all those pop up in their subscription tab and they said, all right, what's this? I'm not watching this. And then they go and unsubscribe. So they're really not hurting you because you're not getting views from them, chances are, anyway.
That's true. Oh, the Peavey power slide somebody's asking about. There's 2 of them, and there's 2 more below it. They're asking if I'm going to sell them. Let's see. I could probably sell 2 or 3 as long as I have one left over. And if I have one left over, it's going to be one that nobody's ever seen. I've never even demoed it. It's a sparkly silver sumbitch, and it's got a big tummy bar that comes out and rests against your gut and puts the guitar further out from you so you can reach out and play it like this instead of right up against your body. So somebody thought good on that. It's a signature model by a guy named Robert Randolph. He's a moron, but he can play somewhat, but he is a moron.
But he was good on that.
Well, when he was doing his, he did his demonstrations for Peavey and kept yanking the, well, if you considered it a high E string, let's just say that's what it is, because I've got all 4 of mine tuned to a different open tuning. But he kept taking that high E string and it would fly off of the top of the nut with every single thing he would play, just fall off and fall off and fall off again. And he'd keep playing it. It's all kinds of out of tune now because it's hanging off the edge of the guitar. And he just didn't notice it. And it's like, so he's a guy who, he takes his pedal steel, stands up with his pedal steel, holds his pedal steel up in the air and plays it, does it behind his back. He'll actually stand on top of the pedal steel, play it that way. And so it's kind of Jerry Lee Lewis of the steel guitars.
What do you think of Junior Brown's guitar?
Oh, right there it is. Everyone's named Dave. Robert Randolph, the pedal steel player. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Black guy. Exactly the same guy. Mr. Mike, that was a stupid joke. What joke? What joke? I'm missing it. Okay, what did you say?
That was my fault. That was my fault. He came in saying he's interested in spending something like buying something off you for about $500. So I said maybe he'd like to buy some of your underwear.
Certainly.
and then he says he's more interested in your socks. So I said, well, okay, $250 each. But
somebody just asked if I still had these. So the acrylics.
A little while ago, Nasmo King asked Scott, "Do you still have the Fender Performer?"
Let's see. I'm trying to remember what the hell the Performer was.
Then I guess you don't have it.
Well, I'm trying to remember. I got so many things. Oh, no, I don't. I had 3 of those. I know exactly what they are. They're a 24 fret, made in Japan, really pointy headstock, like an arrow. Got 2 humbucker pickups, one where the middle position would be, one where the bridge position would be. They're kind of pointy. Imagine a Strat, but with points where the horns are. It just kind of makes a weird flipping thing. But no, I don't have them.
That must have been geared for the shredder guys.
It was. It was.
24
Fender was pulling out everything. I don't know if you remember the Fender Katana, of all things, but that was kind of like a Jackson, Randy Rhoads type of look they were going for. So Boss was not the first Katana. Let's see, Mr. Mark. Oh, that's Duncan. 250 each. What do you talk about? My underwear again?
no, your socks.
Oh, my socks. Yes, you can have those. I'm getting a new package tomorrow. A new package.
We could all do with one of those.
It's beat. Well, I beat mine, but yeah, it's it no longer functions. If anybody wanted to know that. And that's the truth. Went in and had an operation called a TURP, TURP, and they yank out the majority of your flipping prostate and stuff, and that makes everything no longer function. So it's a beautiful thing. You have a dry well. I know you wanted to know this. Scott, do you still have? And it stops. Yes, I have it. Any Ed Roman guitars? I think you knew him. Yeah, I knew Ed. I can kind of show you something. Now, if you guys know Ed always liked to take the best of the best guitars that would come in his shop and put a microscope to them and copy them exactly. Sometimes even right down to the label on the headstock. Unscrupulous, yes. This is a bass that he ended up calling the Caesar, but let's see. There's the back of it. Pretty
You
groovy
did a
looking.
video with that bass.
Yes, I did. Here's the front of it. And yes, I bought it over there.
Got like 30 frets?
33 frets. And this here's actually a USA Kerbo petite bass, but he took this one it belonged to somebody special. This is what I was talking about. And I got it for 10 flipping grand over there from him. And again, he started making these, but off of this actual bass. This ended up being the cream of the crop. So I ended up with the good one, and all the rest are copies and forgeries. So that's one. And I actually went over there and had this one made through them. They went to Rain Song and had it made for me. The only people I know of who could actually get that done, actually get Rain Song to make you a custom guitar. That's not an easy feat. Do you still have the Challenger 3? Oh, God, I wish I had that one. I have my Corvus 3. I know you're not asking about that one, but the Challenger 3, no. Les Paul looking thing for those of you wondering what it is, but they made a Challenger 2, Challenger 1, meaning they had 1 pickup, 2 pickups, or Challenger 3, 3 single coils, Les Paul shaped, Bill Lawrence pickups in it. It was all designed by Bill Lawrence. All of those guitars were the Invaders again, the Corvus and all, the Marauder S1s and Grabber and so forth were all designed by Bill Lawrence. And Super Guitar, don't have it. If I find another one, it's mine, and I'm not letting it go again, I swear.
I remember the local Peavey dealer got his hands on a couple Bill Lawrence guitars when he kind of went solo.
Yes.
And a buddy of mine bought one. It was a decent Strat type guitar.
Mm-hmm. There's a Bill Lawrence out there right now, a company called Bill Lawrence, but it's not that guy.
Ah.
So you got to watch out for those.
The question he's talking about, Duncan, is I asked Scott, he didn't hear me, what he thought about Junior Brown's guitar when he was talking about the power slide.
It got stolen.
Yeah, but didn't he get it back?
No.
Then he got another one.
He got another one made, but he don't like it near like he did the other one. His new one is here on YouTube. But yeah, the other one, gone. I can't believe it. And he's not, you can tell either he's just too old or whatever, or enough time passed between me hearing him and then hearing him when he got the new one, but he's just not picking as good as he did. And I don't know if it's the fault of the guitar not being his old one or not, or if he's just not getting along like he used to.
Yeah, he was streaming live quite regularly on Twitter. And from, I don't know if he was doing it from a website, but they were going to Twitter and I was watching. It was pretty rough. It was still enjoyable because it was him.
Of course.
And his wife is right on. I mean, she's there holding him together and she's playing the acoustic guitar and she's holding it together very well. But yeah, the sharpness,
because he was on it, man.
Polish seems to have dulled a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, that happened with Victor Wooten now, too.
That happened to me.
It's happened to us all. I'm not quite as sharp as I used to be. My beard's getting sharper. I got some special product. Maybe I'll wear it next week, but it puts it down like that. It's really groovy, man.
You get a rubber band and do the Lou Albano thing.
Oh, I can. Yeah. See who I can get to dress up like Cyndi Lauper.
And your wife.
Yes. Girls just want to have fun. Let's see. I know other people have been yakking. Somebody says, what was the question? His Get Steel, yeah, Junior combination guitar, still going strong. Senile Biden Junior Brown. Are we allowed to go?
Strong.
Are we allowed to go there?
Not really. Bill Turkin is still going strong. Commander Cody and the Lost Planet Airmen.
Yeah.
I love doing Hot Rod Lincoln, but sometimes I blow the lick really bad.
Do you ever lick the blow?
I try to play it too fast, and
I always try to play it wrong.
Yeah.
I do. It's like, because it's, let's see. Because I do it like, see. And it's like, I know it's not that.
It's kind of.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're closer than I am. That's the one. Yeah, you're a lot closer than I am.
Oh shit! Copyright claim. Thank you guys.
I don't think the audio was clean enough for it to come through.
Well, normally Ed's playing doesn't normally get a copyright claim because it's so unrecognizable. But you know, he tries.
I was gonna do what's the one that always gets the copyright claim? The slash thing.
James Sanders, what is your question? And I'll read it. I'm not going to go back and find it. Ask it again.
There's James. I owe him a guitar.
Who?
James. If I die, he gets a guitar.
Oh,
Either way, he gets a guitar. See, could someone in the chat send my question to Scott, please? Mine shows up in the chat. That doesn't show it in the chat on the screen. I think it's me. Where the hell is it?
well, you can ask it again.
Yeah, scrolling up, trying to have a look for it, but I can't see it. So please ask it again.
Okay. Last thing I see from you, it says, okay, that one showed up weird. Not sure why I can't see my comments come up in the other chat on the screen. Okay, if you showed up at the beginning of the chat, would this be a second chat? Okay, he said he just sent it. There's nothing here.
Emailing it to you?
No, he's talking right here. He said just sent it. But there's nothing up there.
Okay, guys, that's because you're all watching the top chat,
The old chat.
Well, no. Yeah, there's a slight change in the drop down with the live chat. If you you watch the top chat or all the chat. Now, what sometimes that will do is filter stuff out.
Yeah.
And it's because he's used the word boner. To be honest with you, because okay, I can highlight his question here, hopefully. Yeah, because you used the word boner, it's been filtered out. So there we go. We can see the question now. Sorry about that.
I'll let one of you guys read it because I can't read it. I've got it in a little bitty.
Okay.
Would you be willing to make a video showing how to get your infamous boner tone? Also, what would be your go-to pedal for a pedal board besides the Boss CS3?
Okay, I got rid of the CS3 of all things. I've still got them. I still got like 5 of them. Which I went to
the CS4.
Let's see. Where is it? Is it on that pedal? Yeah, it's that thing. The silver one. It's a Keeley compressor is what I went to. It's their newest one. And what was it about the boner tone?
How do you do it?
It's on my Johnson amp. It's a triple rectifier modeling thing. And go to the neck pickup and using just a bit of delay and some hall reverb. It's mainly that triple rectifier sound. It's just so damn unique.
Rectum fryer.
Yeah, my rectum fire. Yeah, so it's mainly that triple. I think Mesa makes that. It's that amp.
Well, I know I had the dual rectifier, but I never heard about the triple because I stopped paying attention. Super chat from John Pearson. Do you have Monterey Strat hidden back in there somewhere? Surely you're familiar with the recent uproar.
Yes, I'm familiar. I don't have one anymore.
What is the uproar?
I'm sorry.
Oh, that guy, Paul Davids in the Monterey Strat. You know, who cares?
Yeah.
Who flipping cares? That's just me.
Not digging it?
You know what? Paul Davids, I can watch him for about 30 seconds. I'm sorry.
Right.
And
Yeah, I'm familiar with the uproar on it. Yeah, go ahead.
For him to try to debunk that guy's guitar is actually the guitar, let the guy have his guitar.
Right.
Let him believe, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
some people believe in like God.
True. I've heard of
Some
that.
people don't.
Yeah. Well, he's streaming live now.
Well, he's doing it. Yeah, he was just talking to you.
John Pearson, thank you so much for your super chat. Your love is so welcome, and just a little warm cuddle around the Dr. Groovy with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you.
But no, I don't have the Monterey Strat. I had a Monterey Strat, but not the.
I'd be more interested in the Zippo lighter he used to light the.
Oh, somebody's asking about a particular guitar, and I don't mind telling them. Let me see if I can find this thing. Da-da-da-da. And where's that sumbitch? And go here. Well, hell, that's my guitar.
Yeah, they were going to sell that guitar, and that's why they went after it.
There's my guitar. What was the name of this sumbitch? Okay. Now they claim, now that I found it, there's a company called RS Guitar Works. Okay. And it looks like they was going to give me a pop-up. Hi, how you doing? Good to see you. What are they doing? Well, by God, I'll refresh them. You watch. So you can see this. The Flying V telly. Somebody was asking me about mine.
Okay.
Okay, so there's that one. And it's made by RS Guitar Works. And I was told when I purchased mine, I shall be back.
I gotta say, that's some wallpaper.
It is, ain't it? I was told when I bought this that it was an RS Guitar Works telly. I put the center pickup in and blah, 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 and changed out the bridge so it didn't have an ashtray thing. But that's what I was told, and it ends up that it's not. It's just a creation that has been put together by somebody. And it plays like a son of a bitch and sounds like a son of a bitch. And that's all I know.
It looks like a bowl-on neck.
It's the Groovy. Isn't that beautiful?
Is that a bowl-on?
Yep. Yeah. It's got a Fender thingy back there that I stuck on it. But apparently, yeah, I asked the people and they said, no, that's not one of ours. So it's a mystery. A very happy mystery. Regardless, I couldn't be happier to have it.
CJ keeps asking about if you think guitars are investments.
Oh, of course, some are. Majority, it depends. All the ones that I brought up a long time ago are investments or were investments. Just like the USA Peavey stuff, I told everybody it's going to go through the roof, and by God, it did. As did every other guitar I mentioned. Last week, I actually gave half of a list of guitars that were going to go up. I'll finish those up. For anybody who missed it, I'll just throw them down real quick. Greco, Fernandez, Tokai, 80s Washburns, Vantage, Vester, Westone, Charvette, Samick, and Court from the 80s. Starfield, it's an Ibanez thing. There's a company called SD Curly. Westbury, the old Honers, the Takamine electric guitars. They made Explorers and Strat thing. Tama, yes, the drum company. And some of the JB Player stuff. That's the whole list of the stuff that will be going up. So if you're looking for an investment, any of those names, or run it back and listen to it on the after show, start buying in that era. And all these things come out of about the 83 up to about 93, right in that area, right in that range. So nothing since then. So I wouldn't go out and buy a brand new Court and expect it to go up in price. Same with Samick, but Court makes most of the guitars in the entire world. So yeah, they used to make some really, really high-end stuff. On the bad side, stuff you should never get, I'll go down just as quick with the stuff that you should never invest in. That is Mako, Memphis, Lotus, Goya, the Applause electric guitars, Univox, the MusicYo.com era of the Gibson-owned Kramers, Hondo, Decca, and how do you pronounce it, Ed? Tiesco or Tisco?
Tisco.
Yeah, stay away. Some people will give you money on those, but they blow dog horribly, so don't get one to play it. Yeah, first act, stay away from that. You lost connection, trying to reconnect.
John Churchin, every guitar I buy seems to be a divestment, with no exception. Oh, with one exception. That we have one exception. There's one guitar that we have bought that is actually worth every penny it was that we paid for it, and that is Linda's 2016 Precision American Standard Precision bass. It was the last year of the American Standard before they went to the Pro line or whatever they call it now.
Right.
And that guitar is worth every penny we paid for it, still to this day.
Okay. The
Yeah,
last I have,
the only one.
The last I have on here is Kent, Kingston, Kay, Odessa, Kauai, and Harmony. Stay away from them.
You can throw Crestline on there if you want.
Oh, you never know. And everybody's infamous favorite that blows dog, but you might catch a few bucks, Silvertone. That could go either way. They're shit guitars, all of them.
But people want to collect them.
But people want to collect them. So if you can buy those at a garage sale, go ahead. They suck royally, but people buy them.
You can't even tune them.
No, they suck. But investments, there's just so many that never will be. And I can honestly say that I don't have but maybe, looking around real quick, maybe 10 guitars in here will make me any money when I resell it. I'll probably break even on everything else. Just simply because the majority is Fender, and Fender just raised all their prices up by a shitload. So, take care, B. Wife's calling. Got to go to work.
Somebody asked earlier tonight if you'd ever been shocked on the mic. Boy, do I got stories.
I hear you. There's Sanders, and we'll go back to let's get him. Let's get James taken care of, and we'll go to the shock story.
I only have one Silvertone, and that's a Paul Stanley that I put the Mighty Might pickups in from you because the ones I had originally crapped out on me.
Now, that was the only thing that I was going to say differently about Silvertone was their Paul Stanley models. He was actually went with Silvertone for a while.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. He actually did, and he did the whole cracked mirror Silvertones, and he did a few different ones, but yeah, just out of the blue, went with Silvertone.
Available at Sears and Roebuck.
What Orville guitars? Every bit as good as Gibson, if that means anything to you. Orville Gibson, if anybody knows. Yeah,
that was his name, wasn't it?
Yes. So that's why they can call it that, because they're no different than the Gibson thing. So if you're into the Gibson stuff.
What about the Gibson Maestro?
What, the whammy system?
No, Maestro by Gibson. They were Maestro guitars.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nah. Okay. Oh, the mic. I will get shocked by every mic in the entire world. And that's why I have to go wireless, even if I'm in the house and I go to sing up to a microphone, I will get the piss shocked out of me. So unless I'm wireless, I'm going to get shocked. I don't know why, but everything can be grounded perfectly and I'm going to get zapped bad.
My story is going into these old bars that like had old knob and tube wiring from the 40s and 50s and never, they just had terrible, nothing grounded, no grounds on the plugs. And you're sticking adapters in the wall and you're plugging shit in. Mm-hmm. And you walk up to the mic and you put your face against the mic and bang, a blue spark jumps from the microphone to your lip. And you're like, it's like getting hit with a stun gun.
Yeah, very much so. Let's see if I can get this up here. There's 2 racks of guitars back there behind the drum kit. Somebody was asking if I had any acoustics in here.
All acousticals.
Yeah, even that Martin's back there, Ed. So
I can't remember. Did I watch you cut that thing up in a video?
Yeah, you did.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, extra sound hole.
Yes. A new sound hole on the side of it. So yeah, lots of acoustics. Probably, let me see, 1, 2. There's even an Ovation over there, of all things. I'm
surprised Martin didn't contact you and want to pay you $1 million to take that video off the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Or by the patent.
See, Jamie White has the Takamine GX100. Hang on to it. It's going to be worth some money if it's not already. That's one of them. I've had each of them, and they're great guitars, superb guitars. Ed, have you ever played one of the Takamine electrics?
No, I have not.
Yeah, their Explorer is very cool. Had me a white one.
My brother back in the 90s had a Takamine acoustic that I thought was just fantastic.
I have, you can see them on my videos. I have a lot of Takamine Flying V acoustics. They're full body, full depth. Not some little skinny thing. Yeah, they are actually called EA360. That's the model number. They had to call it the Flying A.
CJ asked, does your video lessons fund your hobby? No, super chats do.
Right. Yeah.
Super chat.
Yep. The lessons are, the downloads are almost phased out, but going to a different place. They're going to Duncan's house.
Channel membership is got to be, you got to sign up to channel membership for those lessons, but there will be bonuses to that as well. It won't just be like, we've got to do it a different way. No, there'll be bonuses to that because there'll be special events, there'll be special live chats where you can actually talk to Dr. one-to-one, and regarding his lessons, and get the big man himself in and talk to him about what you've learned and what you might have missed. So yeah, get on with that. Get on with it. Start up.
Well, the thing is about that is Scott has mentioned, I believe, that he can make new lessons.
Right.
There's always can be a new lesson. I mean, you don't have to go with the old pretty Scott, and he was young and handsome, and
Yes, I was.
you can get the vintage Scott, or the aged Scott that has been aged to perfection, like fine Scotch, whiskey or something.
Yeah. Cheers, everybody. Oh,
That's right.
just want to say we are actually coming up to just about over 2 hours on this.
2 hours.
Yeah,
We better get out of here.
Yeah,
We better get out of here.
Ed, are you going to do an after show tonight?
No, I'm not.
You're not.
No.
Yeah.
For those of you who do not know, that's Mr. Ed Dana talking right now.
Yeah.
Hello.
Go over to his channel straight after this stream has ended for the not after show.
For the not after show.
I could do an after show, but I don't know what to talk about.
I could join you.
What do you mean? What do you mean you don't know what to talk about? All you have to do is go live and you've got something to fucking talk about. Don't be a numpty. Just go, right.
A numpty?
Go sort it out. Go sort it out right now. Set up the event and then you can post it into the chat and all these lovely people will come over.
Well, I was kind of hoping to go sort out the wife, but
Oh my God. You guys see Timothy? You guys see Timothy?
in the chat, yeah, the relict Dr. Groovy. That was the word I was looking for.
That's fucking great. Hey, Duncan.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any software that can really relic me?
Well, I was just thinking about tying a rope around you and dragging you down the road in my truck. That
you know how much I like that.
Yeah, and it could just smash you with a few keys. You get a few dents in it, stuff like that. A bit of boot polish, rub it into the area, it cracks and everything. That will relic you up.
Well, keep talking dirty to me.
Yeah, we can relic him in even more than you can possibly imagine. Oh no, he's going to get a pretty guitar.
Or anything relic.
I don't know if anybody has even seen this. The company is called Phiga, Phiga, but they made a double Iceman. How's that? And you got alien crop circles on the fingerboard.
Wow.
I actually put 3 Reverend P90s in it and Marshall amplifier knobs on it.
Yeah, that's
pretty cool.
Pretty guitar.
And the Kaler. And then the
Where did you
Stanley
get Marshall amplifier knobs?
Off one of my little mini Marshalls.
So it's now knobless?
Yeah, it's knobless.
Now the question is, do those go to 11?
But isn't that cool?
I love the green. It is green, right?
Yeah.
The back's even painted. The back of the neck's even painted.
Yep.
My Japanese Strat contemporary has the painted black neck.
Somebody just got done talking about one of those.
And my opinion was that was about the only time anybody ever pulled off painting a neck that it worked. That it just didn't stick to it all the time. Right.
Yeah, it's hard to have a finish on
I
that
could be wrong.
Works.
I'm dumb.
No, see, is this your full-time job? Actually it is. The lessons thing is my full-time job. And it's not doing well anymore. It used to do very, very, very well. And now it's down to $7 a week in a chat room.
Well, you're not teaching the Justin Bieber songs.
I know. I got to get out there and do the hip stuff.
You got to put up some Taylor Swift lessons. And
okay, here's one for you, Ed. John up here, John Pearson said he ordered the Squire Contemporary Strat special HT the day they came out. Oh, for last year. Okay. $450 buzzing junk. Said other folks have the same guitar and same complaint. Okay, so they redid the contemporaries. I see. I thought it was the original contemporaries.
I would say that there's that word in there.
Squire. Yep. That could do it.
I mean, I've played Squires that were okay.
Sure.
But I wouldn't buy one.
Right.
And it's not snobbery or anything, but you know, it's the same reason I won't buy an American Fender. I'll buy the Mexican one because I trust it.
Sure.
You know, and I think the Squires probably anything from China. China can make good stuff if they want to. They're absolutely capable.
Oh, certainly. Yeah.
But that's not their motive. That's not their MO. It's to pump out guitars.
The classic vibe stuff and so forth.
And their whole MO is, you know, not quality control.
Right.
You know, they got to pump them out fast because they're putting out so many of these guitars that people buy for their kid that gets stuck in a closet or a toy box.
Oh, sure. Yeah, at least 90%.
And then they up the price on them to try to make them more respectable, but I don't see that they've
done anything to earn it.
Yeah, and I could be totally way off. That's just my observation.
You're not off at all.
I picked these things up in like guitar centers and stuff and just went, you know, I own one Squire guitar and it is a very old made in Indonesia Squire bass. It's a Telecaster bass. Or Telecaster headstock and a Precision one pickup. And that's a nice guitar, but that was before they went on. I had that other Squire my brother-in-law gave me that was the left-handed that I flipped over and made a Jimi Hendrix guitar out of it.
Yes. Yeah.
That was the Squire Standard from 2000. Okay. That actually has a fantastic neck, but it's still never a guitar I would have went and bought because the pickups are junk.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks to have a guitar that you have to change those out right away. I've never been exactly sure why people would buy a guitar specifically to rip the pickups out, and you know that's their objective.
But Scott, that's what you do.
Exactly. It's like that was my initial reason for buying it. I can't say there aren't a couple guitars here that I didn't do that.
No, you left the Strat Pluses alone.
Yeah, I leave the Strat Pluses alone because they're perfect right out of the box. Can I just say, Ed, this is the guy that says he doesn't know what to talk about. Fuck me. All we got to do is switch on the camera and who can talk.
Well, okay.
We have Medicine Man here talking about Eastman guitars. And so is Kyle. Kyle Woods talking about Eastman, if you guys are familiar with those, out of China, and they're excellent quality. Yes, they are. They do remakes of the Ovation Breadwinners. They do all the national guitars and that kind of thing, and the old Mosrite and airline guitars. And so all the stuff that used to be groovy, as far as groovy guitars go, that you would actually imagine in your mind if you said groovy.
Trivia time, Scott.
What's that?
Trivia time.
So they make great guitars. Go ahead. Trivia time.
What was the name of Mark Farner's Eastman guitar?
Who the hell's Mark Farner?
Grand Funk.
What about him?
He played an Eastman guitar that had a steel neck on it. What was it called?
Oh, you got me.
Okay, it was the Eastman Messenger.
Yeah, no idea on that one.
It was a hollow body guitar with no cutaways that looked like a Epiphone Century guitar. It was a hollow body so bad that he put masking tape over the F holes.
Over the F holes, yeah.
Spray painted it, but it had a steel neck, and it was the only guitar that he could find that they would let him make payments on, because Terry Knight was stealing all of Grand Funk's money. They were making like $250 a week to be the biggest band in America.
Lovely.
And that's what their contract read. And Terry Knight stole all their money. And a few years ago, before Terry Knight died, they said, as far as Grand Funk is concerned, people said that you were laughing all the way to the bank. And he said, I'm still laughing all the way to the bank because I still got their money.
I've heard of people shoving wash rags and everything down inside their hollow bodies.
Yeah.
Just fill them up or squirting foam in there, like, you know, like Duncan was talking about, just foam, spray it out. Real quick, yeah, G.W. Taylor is talking about he had one of the original Japanese Squires, totally different beast to the modern Squires. That is true. I had 2 of the Tellys from back then and couldn't have been happier with those. Yeah, they've totally two totally different ball games for sure. Yeah, so you got God forbid the Squire Bullet series, if you remember those, or the Affinity.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like oops. Hey, Duncan.
Yes, sir.
Before we get out of here, which will be in about 30 seconds or so, I'm imagining. So thanks to every single person that has showed up today. But I just want to see, since you worked on it so hard, I want to see that little dumb motherfucker guy. I just want everybody to see him. There he is. So if you guys donate anything this way, that guy eats it. He's he's a revenue eater. He's a money muncher. So you guys, thanks for stopping by. And I am Reverend Groovy, according to somebody here. I saw it in here. Oh, talking about being here on Sundays, and I'm going to be Reverend Groovy.
No, that's kind of rebranding.
That'd be all kinds of rebranding, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Duncan has convinced me to do a small after show. It will just be me. I'm not going to use StreamYard or anything to bring anybody else in, but you'll be glad to come over and hang out with me in the chat, and I'll go for a little while. And I want to thank Scott, as always, for having me on. It's an honor, my man.
Hey, I'll come hang out with you for a little bit.
All right.
So if you guys want to keep yakking just for shits and giggles, come over to Ed Dana's channel.
Well,
that's spelled just like Ed Dana.
If you're going to do that, then I'm going to send you the link. I'll do a StreamYard and send you the link.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay.
So if you guys want to continue yakking for a few minutes, I'll go over there and hang out for half hour or so.
We can wait till Ed is sorted out his event stream, and he can post it in the chat so everyone knows where to go.
I'm not going to do that. We got to wrap this up. I got to go do a couple things and come back. It'll only take me a minute to have it set up. They'll be able to find it.
You got to take a chart.
At least post your channel link.
It's in the description of this video.
Oh, is it? Oh, of course it is.
Oh yeah. And you guys visit Duncan over at DKG Custom as well.
No, don't come and visit me. Yeah,
he makes all this stuff happen, and all the graphics and all the fun stuff, and make sure that we're trouble free when it comes to staying online.
Except still not yet.
Hey, he's got it. We're getting there. It's been a good time, and we haven't chopped off yet, so it's a beautiful thing. Thanks again to Duncan. Is that Tonewood Wyatt from Cecil?
Yes.
There's a groovy little thing out about that. I won't mention what it is, but
Yeah, it's private.
yeah, I saw
Yeah,
some
you had a laugh. You had a
private
laugh.
footage. They're all going to be take care of all. It's 3:30 here in Scotland. That's me, Scotland. Time to hit the sack. Oh, don't hurt your beans and franks if you're going to hit your sack. No, man, you take care, man. Thanks for staying up so late. And once again, for some of you guys over the other side of the pond, we are talking about doing some streaming strictly for you all here at some point. So that will be groovy as well.
Yes.
Thanks, Scott, from everyone's named Dave. Thank you, buddy.
And don't forget, as you're leaving, become a channel member because you'll get into extra special streams where only you are allowed.
That's right.
None of the riffraff.
That's right. None of the hey, there's Dale. By God, he just made it as we say bye.
well done, Dale.
Dale, I'm going to go live so you can catch some people over there, Dale.
Okay. Anybody else in there wants to head over Ed Dana's joint? I'll be over there with him as well for a little bit until he kicks me off. And we'll just sit there and drink and have a good time. All right. And I'll go ahead and let Duncan say goodbye for us all. How's that?
Good night, you groovy motherfuckers, and thank you very much for coming to join the show and watch the Dr. Groovy be as groovy as he can possibly be. We have the dumb motherfucker, we have the beard, we have the tongue, we have the big rack of guitars behind you. Whatever you want, we'll do, and it's up to you. Just join and become a channel member and just help this stream just grow and grow and grow. So we're just going to say good night to you all, and thank you. Goodbye.